So what are some lies that I told myself when I was fat? Hey folks, my name's Allie. Let's get started. So if you've been following me, you know that I've lost a lot of weight. I was 320 pounds and I lost about 170 with a keto or low carb diet. And so all throughout my life I was overweight. I just lost the weight in my mid-20s a few years ago. I'm actually on my third year of keto and maintaining the weight now. So these are some lies I told myself to make myself feel better when I was overweight. Number one, okay, so I'm a tall girl, I'm 5'11", and I always told myself that even though I weighed more, I was taller than the other kids in school. I was taller than my friends, so I always thought that I could carry my weight well. Sure, I had friends who were, a couple inches shorter than me and they were 150, but, I was 5'11", and I weighed 230, 240, and so I lied to myself saying I can carry this weight because I'm a taller person. But when I look back, I think, wow, I was jealous of my friends, right? They were all pretty and skinny, and I wanted to be that way. But to make myself feel better, I said, because I'm tall, I'm allowed to have this weight, even though it wasn't healthy and I know I didn't look really good. Number two, okay, so in high school I was athletic somewhat. I was on the volleyball team and the basketball team, and I threw, shot, and discus on the track team. And so because I was a little athletic, I told myself that I was still healthy even though I was eating crap all the time and I was really heavy. I probably could have lost in high school 70 pounds and been at a normal weight then, but I told myself because I was athletic somewhat, not even, that it was okay, that I was still taking care of myself. And what they say is true, you really can't outrun a bad diet. I mean, no matter how much you run or you're athletic, if you're eating poorly, you're probably not going to lose a whole lot of weight, if any. I remember sitting in high school pre-chemistry and I had like a heart flutter, like out of nowhere. And I probably should have been more worried about it, but at the time I was just telling myself, you're okay, you're fine, you're taking care of yourself, when that wasn't really the case. Number three, okay, so when I moved away from the South for school, I went to a place up north where they actually had seasons. So every time the season changed, for example, if it was the end of summer and I was taking out my winter clothes, I'd get my clothes out of the closet in the boxes and I'd, try on a few things and they wouldn't fit. And I would literally tell myself, gosh, Allie, you are so stupid. You must have shrunk this right before you put it away. That was not true at all, because in the time frame that I moved away, I gained about 80 pounds. I went from about 240 to 320 in about 6 years. And so I was lying to myself saying, I shrunk this, but really I was just in denial and I was just trying to make myself feel good. Oddly enough, seeing those numbers go up on the scale slowly over 6 years didn't come into my mind at all when I was trying on those clothes. I literally thought that I had shrunk everything from the previous season. Number four, so you might remember me telling you about how when I was younger I wanted to feel feminine, but I didn't feel feminine because of my body type and my size. And so I told myself that I dressed in really pretty dresses and these really flowy girly things that I would look more feminine. But I mean, when I look back at pictures, when I think I'm looking really good in my dresses and I'm feeling really cute, I'm like, wow, they didn't really do much for my body back then. And it's because you really can't hide that body. I wanted to disguise my fat, but people could see, obviously that I was an overweight and obese person. And so now I don't worry too much about being too feminine. If I want to wear jeans and a cardigan, I can rock that, I think. And I think I look really good and I feel feminine. And I don't feel like I have to wear really girly things. Obviously for this video I'm wearing a pretty blouse, but back then it was just I had this need to wear dresses and to feel feminine because I didn't feel like I really was. Number five, when I was fat, I used to, look at skinnier girls or prettier girls and I would judge them myself and I'd be like, I'm a fat girl, I was fat all my life, so I know the struggles of people not liking me. I don't judge people, I'm better than them because I have a good heart, because people have treated me badly all my life. And that was just a lie to myself. I mean, now that I'm more confident and I meet people, I really try not to judge anybody. I mean, most people that I meet are really nice and I had no room to judge. It was me lying to myself saying that because I was fat, I was better on the inside than others, but that's not true. Number six, I used to tell myself that people didn't like me just because I was fat. There was nothing else wrong with me. And that's half true in a way, because my fat caused these other issues in my life. I was insecure, I was a little judgmental, I was a little bitter and jealous. And so that came out, right? It was because of the fat that caused those issues in me, but that came out and I'm pretty sure other people can pick up on those. So if people didn't like me, I doubt it was just because I was fat. I'm sure it was because of my habits and my personality and the way that, you know, we can pick up on how people are feeling around you. I mean, who wants to be around somebody that's bitter all the time? I don't. Number 7, I used to tell myself that that was who I was. I was destined to be a fat girl. I had tried several diets, and you know, I never believed that being fat was genetic, but I did believe that I was a big girl, like in height and like build. And so I just thought that this was who I was, and it was never going to change. I was too set in my habits. You know, I wouldn't be able to afford like the programs out there, like the weight loss programs or even weight loss surgery. I considered that, but I resigned myself to saying, you know, I'll never be able to afford it. So I was lying to myself with all of these excuses, saying like, this is just the way it's supposed to be and people are going to have to deal with that and I'm going to have to deal with that. But the truth was, I didn't want to deal with that and I couldn't deal with that. And so I finally did make the change. I found a diet that worked for me, the keto diet, and I lost the weight because of it. So I want to hear from you guys. What are some things that you've told yourself? You know, it doesn't have to do with weight, but what are some things that you've told yourself to make yourself feel better, even though you know deep down that you're probably lying to yourself? I want to hear from you and your experiences, so leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to find me on Instagram, my name is keto_Ally. Again, thanks for watching, you guys. My name's Ally. Have a good one. Bye. This is my new favorite shirt. I got it from Express. I never thought I'd be able to shop at Express, but anyway, so I skipped a week. Like I always complain about work, but you know, it's just some days like I come home and I do not want to do anything, and like I can't force myself to do anything, and so I took a week off. I'm sorry. I think this is my first week off I've taken from doing videos since like, I don't know, summertime. Like I started back in October, so October. But I'm gonna try and do this in a better system. Like my plan, because what I was doing is I was filming once a week and editing once a week right after I filmed. And so now I've got this beautiful Saturday, the lighting is great, and what I think I'm gonna do is like do 4 videos in a row. So that's my secret. I still want to do like kind of like, I don't know, just like a talking to you guys kind of vlog thing. I was gonna go with the iced tea time, you know, fancy, or I was thinking like the Merlot down, like, you know, Merlot. But I don't know, still thinking about that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye.